So when I first made the first Lerys looping guide, I was afraid of talking about this specific part of Lerys and this specific way to loop Lerys because I was afraid of running into RNG examples like this one here, where at first glance, it looks like you couldn't connect this room to this window as well as that room to this window. That was how I was looping it back then, but I just didn't want to tell people, do this, it's like this every time, and then the first time they go to try it, everything's blocked off and there's no way to connect it. But after looking through 60 plus matches of RNG on Lerys Library since making the guide, I can confidently say this is possible 100% of the time. This is the best possible way to loop Lerys Library. Instead of trying to loop this library by itself, because you can do that and using this pallet and whatnot, and there's all the little tricks you can do with if you're caught in a spot and you can somehow win this mind game of getting the killer to walk around, and then you can get to there, or them pushing the other way and then trying to get to this. I don't even know if you can get this running vault. It's really hard to get. All that stuff is fun and dandy and looping that window and this window, but the best way to really loop this library is when you jump through that window. Whichever way the killer pushes you around, you go around these side rooms instead. You run around this side room. You can use this checkpoint right here to see if they double back or not, because if they double back, you can go that way, and if they don't and they're pushing you around this way, then you just come this way. They push you out this way, and you jump right to the window. And what makes it a bit intimidating and makes it pretty lucky for the timing that we got with this RNG is a lot of times I was scared that you come around here and you're like, uh-oh, because right here, it looks like obviously we can come out, but sometimes you don't see the opening, or sometimes this is closed and this is closed and there is no opening until you get either around to here or around to here to run in to get to the library, and then this one would be open and you'd be able to jump the window again. But it is intimidating if you don't know that there's not going to be that possibility of it being completely shut off and you having nowhere to go and just being stuck in here and not being able to connect it to the window. But no matter which rooms you get in here, it's always possible like this. Even if it's intimidating like this, where you come around and that's shut, doesn't matter. You can still come around this way, you can still make it around this way, and this is why I said this is the worst RNG possible, because we had to run around the long way here, and we got the bed sitting here, so it'll never be as hard and as long as a track as it is right here. But then you just run your circles, right? No matter which way they push you. They push me this way. A good thing to do once you jump is you fake this way, and then you wait for them to push around, and then you push back this way. Most of the time, that's how it works. Sometimes they'll sucker you into a vault where you'll come around this way, and you'll push around this way, and then they come and they vault. But if you catch it in time, still same thing. You can still make it around, and even if you couldn't make it around, there's other things you can make it to. But ignoring that completely, you can come right back around, and if they push you around this way, same thing. And like I said, this works with any of the RNG rooms you get. If you come around the corner and this is closed and this is closed, don't panic. It's going to be like this one open and then like this one over here open. Or even if that one's not open, even if it's this one open, it's always going to be open. So no matter which rooms you get, no matter what RNG you get, it is always possible to push around whichever way you get pushed, run around the side rooms, stop right here for your checkpoint. Obviously, because if you're here, this would be one of the hardest checkpoints if you really wanted to play it safe. You could even play it out here for your checkpoint if you wanted. But for the most part, you'd want to stay at this checkpoint here, and you can obviously listen for the killer's terror radius, because if they break chase from here and they go that way and here, a lot of times it'll take them too long to go around them. It will break the chase anyway, and then you can listen to the heartbeat. But even not, a lot of times you'll have somewhere to go. Because say they catch on and they are going to push you this way. There's a few things you could do, not even just looping that, because this right here is RNG. But then you could go back to looping the original way, and you could leave the loop to doing this. Or if they pushed you in, that's when you could throw the pallet too. If they pushed you in this way and you weren't going to make it, you could either jump this window, and if that didn't work, you could throw this pallet. Same thing with the other way. Or if you weren't going to make it anywhere as well and you're coming around this way and they faked one way and then pushed you and then they vaulted, then you could use the pallet too if you're really out of position, or if basement was here, that's a good time to use the pallet too. But really, you don't want to overthink it that much, and you want to make it as safe as possible. And the safest possible way to loop this library is pushing around, and no matter which windows you get, it might be farther, you might have to run around the corner to get in like this if that was closed. Come around here, stay at your checkpoint, as I was just saying, don't let them get onto you, and then push around this way and then make it to the window. And if they push you the other way, you do the exact same thing no matter which rooms you get. And the rooms will change because the library itself not only turns, but the rooms themselves are also changed, which rooms you can get. So the library will be facing a different direction, because the front could be facing this way, or this window could be facing that way or that way. But no matter which way it's facing, and no matter which RNG you get, you will always be able to take that pathing where you jump the window, run around those rooms, back to the window, around that room, and back to the window. And I promise you, I have seen over 60 games worth of RNG that supports this. You will always have a path to be able to do this. I'm gonna do it again. Is he still back here? No, he didn't. Interesting. He has no red stain, though. The fuck? Did I get hit here because of that? No, I don't. Then you can run around this way and do the same thing. This is the RNG I wasn't sure on before, but you always have rooms that you can do this on. They're always set up that way. Is I can make it again? It's gonna be closer though. Yeah, we'll make it again. Look at that. And we don't even have to go to this one again. Now we'll go, where do we go next? Let's go this way. Fuck it! And then let's go back to library. Wait for it to get done again. There it is. And I was on the not the best window. Good stuff. Come on. Oh my fucking god, that scared the absolute shit out of me. I was like starting to hum to myself. Was I even humming? It's gone now. Damn it. He hit me here. Does he cut me off this way? No, he doesn't. Interesting. And I face plant. Oh my god, look at this shit. Am I in library yet? I am, but not the way I want to go. I should have jumped that, actually. No! I thought he cloaked. He did not. I am running it the way I want to go now, though. Jump it. Yes! Can't make it around, though. I don't know if that's enough. Yes, dude! Oh my god! This is how you loop library. And if you have the pallet, you'd greet it there, but I can't. No! Because I wanted to go loop the library. I was like, watch this, guys. Works every time. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's crowd control.